Hi friends, it's Nancy, and we're starting week 2 with our Frame Your Collage. Week 2 is cozy. So I was so excited to know that a lot of you are participating, and I've seen a couple pictures, and it's fantastic. And even Amy joined in a little. How about that, right? So it was fun because she did, a little different. She didn't have the frames like we have, but she kind of drew her own frame. And I think that's genius. It's really a good idea. And, she's doing a little different. And that's perfectly fine because there are no rules. I'm just giving you the prompt. So if you don't like my prompt, you can just pick a new prompt, do your own thing. But at least I've gotten something for you to kind of go on, right? Okay, so I took my own advice about using some envelopes, and I just, see what I was collecting. I was collecting cozy, so I wrote cozy here in pencil, and then I can just put a line through it and write the next prompt and collect it in here, and then I just keep it with the book, and it works out perfectly well. So, okay, so the only other thing I wanted to do was just in the corner here, I wrote week 1. I'm just going to write that in the corner down here so I can refer to, if I need to refer to it. So, all right, then we'll get started, and I hope you're all doing well. And I'm having fun with this. So I've got my glue book, I got my glue sticks, and I picked out a frame. So, I picked out the images and I kind of put them, down, and then I decided what frame I thought would go well with them. So I'll tell you where I got my images from, just so you kind of know where I was looking. So I'm going to get them all out here. And like I told you last time, I decided to start inking my frames. So I'm going to do that. Whoops. They all went flying here. So let me get the frame. I'm using this one. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even tell you, what it's from. One of the 4 kits or 5 kits that I have listed down below there. It could be in the gold section. I'm not sure, but it depends really which ones you use. Depends on what your images look like, the colors that are in the images. You just kind of throw them out like that, lay them down and say, yeah, that one goes. Obviously a white frame I didn't like with this, so I needed something, because I see a lot of like, yellowy orange in here, so I wanted something to complement that. So that's kind of how I decided if you're using these frames. So anyway, having a good time. Glad you all are joining in. And, if you can't get to a week, it doesn't take long. So don't worry if you, fall behind and you're down a month. I mean, just do it on your own. Just, it's not, you're not going to fall that far behind. So it actually is going to work out nice. It's a small project. It doesn't take a lot of time. And like I said, to me, the fun of it is finding the images. And I have to tell you, I don't have a lot of magazines. I don't have a variety. I have some Daphne's diaries. I have, I used to subscribe to Mary Jane's Farm, although I've done that. I have a couple years of that, but I have done that before and I got rid of them. And now I got to notice that they're discontinuing that magazine. So I'm going to get Magnolia for the rest of my subscription. And that's fine. And I don't subscribe to any others other than Birds and Bees for that. So I'm going to have to just see where I can get some magazines. I have to like do some thrifting, I guess. But I really don't have a lot to pick from right at this moment. So if some of you have a lot of magazines or people have given them to you, you've got a much more better selection than I do. So, but okay. I will tell you where I got mine from. This was from Mary Jane's Farm, because cozy. So I wanted to, what makes me feel cozy? Well, a nice, warm bowl of soup and some homemade bread. And then candles, lighting a candle. This came from a catalog. And then this pill I thought was real pretty. It says home on it. That's from a catalog. And then this is from a catalog. They're kind of, I think it was in the Christmas catalog. I'm not sure what catalog, but it's catalog. And I just kind of cut that out because blankets are warm and cozy, especially the fuzzy ones. And then look at this cute lady. I'll put her down here so you can see her. She's out of a cut and collage book I have. And I thought, oh, well, she looks nice and cozy, doesn't she? So, and then I wanted to find, I don't need to find the exact word, but I wanted something, and I found this on the cover of one of the magazines, Cozy Lives Here, and I thought that was perfect. You don't have to add a word. I don't know. I can't say I'm always going to add a word, but I saw this and I'm like, well, that looks really cute there, so I'm going to do it. So that's where I got my images from, okay? So I'm going to just kind of move them off to the side here in front of me so I can see what I'm doing. And then, like I said, by putting, and it's not a lot of images either, right? So, but I'm going to work with these. And the first thing we need to do, I did ink my frame. It's going to go here like that. So I said, let's see, what did I tell you to do? Okay, remember that we're going to place it where we need it, and then we're going to take a pencil. Okay, and we're going to just kind of go around the corners here like that, because we'll need to have those placement lines there when we're done, and we want to glue this on over our collage, right? So I did the 4 corners, and then you can just draw your inside here, follow the line, and that gives you, so I have the 4 corners, and then, so this is where our collage is going to be in here, okay? And that's easy enough, right? So now we get to do the fun part of figuring out, and it's not really a scene, it's just things, you know, so you can make a scene, or it might look like a scene, but you know, I was just trying to figure this out. This is my biggest, so I know I want this to be like here, and knowing that my frame comes out this way, I don't have to worry about cutting anything off. Isn't it cute? So I know I want this to be up here. I'm looking at my line, and I want it to go like there. Let me see. I want to make sure I see some bread. I don't want to cover up all my bread. So I'm just going to line this up here and see where I want it. And I like to see the spoon. So that looks good. I'm okay with that. If I put that there, and then the rest kind of is going to go around here, I think. Okay. So let's see. Do I want to go up a little more? Probably on this line here. I'm going to just mark it again, that I'm going to put it on this blue line here. Okay. So let's just get that bigger piece glued down. So I'm going to do that. Oh, don't get my cute little lady there messed up. So I'm going to get, let's see which one I started already. Okay, so let's get this on, and yeah, I'm just using glue stick. Like I said, wet glue will make lines under the magazine because the magazine is so thin, so it's probably best to use glue stick if you can. And I'm just making sure I get around the edges here. And it takes, you know, it took me a while when I was doing starting my glue books and all, because I was just being maybe a little too aggressive, and then I would rip my magazine pages, and then I was not happy. So, okay, I'm going to line this back up on my pencil line where I said I wanted it, like that, right? Something like that. And then where's my little spreader thing? And then I'm just taking an old gift card here. Well, it's not old, but it's a gift card that's used. And I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to look one more time to make sure. Okay, so that's going to go there. So far I like it. Now, I'm just going to look and see how I want to arrange the rest. Now I cut the lady out, so I know you could see under here, so I wanted to kind of put her like here, so I know I need something there. So that's why, even though this image is big, I don't need all of this. I could probably cut some of this off and save it for something else. So I really only need like that much. So I am going to cut it around here. And I'll just save the other piece in case I need it for something. Oh, sticky stuff. Okay, so I'm going to, so yeah, if you're getting catalogs in the mail now for stuff, even though you probably don't order anything, just, I'm going to save that. I don't know. You never know. So I know I want this to be like in here to cover this area like that. Like that. So I'm just gonna put some glue on here and make sure I don't stick it on the wet glue that I have here. I'm gonna turn it this way here. Yeah, I mean, pretty easy, not a lot of images. That's what I liked about doing it in the composition notebook and using these frames. I don't think it's going to be overwhelming. I think it's just going to be a fun thing, and you're going to want to keep going. And if you do, then you just do it. Now see, I'm not sure, where did I want that? Like there. I'm not going to press it. I'm going to look again here to make sure. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. I'm just going to leave it like that. And I need it just to cover up the bottom here, really. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Now, I want to, over here, I want to do the pillow, I think, like that. Let's see if I can get that under to kind of look to see how it looks. I want to put the pillow here, and I want to make sure I see home, because home is cozy, right? So if I do that, I just needed to do something like that, I think, or yeah. So then I know my background's covered, and then I can just put the rest around. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's try that. What, like I said, I looked and I was having a hard time finding cozy images for some reason, and I was, but I did find enough to go in the frame. So I'm just gonna put that there for a second and relook. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't, but that looks good. And I want to see the word home. So I'm going to say that's good. I'm just going to leave it there like that. Okay, now I still have the candles, the words, which I think is going to go perfect over here. And candles, and let's see how that lady, I think she'd be the next thing to go. Like I want her right around here. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to pick her up. I'm going to put my frame back here to line up just to see. All right, now let's see, where will you fit in here? I don't want to cover the word home up on the pillow, but I put those blankets for background just to see how I wanted to get her in here, like that. Yes. Oh, cute. Look at that. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, I like it. I think I do. I want to see her foot a little bit. I'll raise her up a little bit. Oh, that's so cute. Let's see here. Yeah. Yep. It almost looks like a rug behind her, those blankets. So that's okay too. All right. So I want her right there. Right. So let me just see where I'm. Okay. I'm going to just kind of eyeball it, knowing that that is right there. Okay. So let's get glue on her. Such a cute image, right? It's not usually everything in books or in those collage or whatever, it's like young girls or pretty, like young women, and I was so excited to see like an a little older lady, not just always young all the time. I think, and it's just pretty. It's a pretty image. I think she's pretty, and really was excited to see it. And I can show you the book. I can get it, but let me. Okay, this is like surgery here. Hold on. Is this where I wanted her? I think. Let's take a look again. Make sure I have her just where I wanted her. Oh, nope, she's got to go up a little more. Come here. A little more, gal. Hold on. Just a smidge higher. Maybe here. Let's see how that looks. I want to see her foot a little bit. I'm just going to take a look here again. Yes, she's good there. I think so. So I'm going to gently push her down. There we go. Okay. Let me reach over. I might have shown you that cut and collage book. I got it off Amazon, but let me show you. It's called Cozy Winter Ephemera. This is what it looks like. Super cute book, and it's from Amazon. The images. Look at all the pretty images in here, and it's hard because sometimes there are, the backs here are real pretty too. So if there's like a page you totally don't like, you can always use it as a full page, but that's always nice. And the paper and the quality of the images and the paper is outstanding. I love. So she was on a page back here somewhere. I think she was right here, because usually, you have the younger girls, but I was like, oh, look at it. There's a cute lady in here. Look at all the cute stuff. I mean, I am excited. Oh, there's another lady. Look at her. She's in like a, I don't know, what do you call that? Dream catcher. Looks like she's sitting on a cloud in a dream catcher. So this is book by Kate Curry, and follow her on Amazon. She has a website, collage.love. She makes beautiful books, beautiful images, beautiful books. I highly recommend her. Okay? All right. I might even have this listed below. I'm not sure, but I might. Okay, getting back to our collage here. Let's put this on and see how it looks. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so that's going to, now see, yeah, it's going to go like right there. And you can adjust it too. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I wanted to see home, and I wanted to see her shoe, and I love it. So the candles now, I was hoping to put them down here somewhere like that, or let's see, I could move them all the way over here, but I don't know if I like how that looks. Yeah, it's fine. But then I was covering up her foot here. But I could put the candles like here, closer this way. Maybe that way. Okay, which way? Do I like it that way? Or do I want it over here? Maybe here, like that? Because I still want to see a little bit of that behind there, even though there's hardly any to see. And I want to see bread. Make sure I see the bread in there. Okay, see? Here we thought it was that easy, but I could, or I could cut that and just use a little candle down there. How would that look? Might be not enough. Or maybe, what if, let's try that. What if I just use one candle? I could do that and save the little one for something else. Oh yeah, see? See how things change? You think you're gonna, I could still cut this little one off, save it for another whatever, my glue books, or you never know, might come in handy for another collage. So I'm going to save the little one. I don't mind that because it's going to get cut off. So I'm just going to cut some of that off. And then I kind of want to do it right there, but I don't want to cover up her foot. But I still want to see that it's a candle, and I don't want to cover the word. Okay. I think that would be fine. I'm loving it. I love it. Yep, right there. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to get glue on here. Okay. I forgot already that quick where I wanted it. See, I gotta make sure I place it right where I want it. So right about here, I think is where I wanted it. Before I press it, I'm gonna look again, make sure I like it there. Oh, I want it to go higher, a little higher, a little bit higher, up. Let's see if that's better. Just to your eye, you know, you got to do it that what looks good to your eye. Okay, so you can see that that's a candle, right? I don't need to bring it up anymore, I don't think. I think it's going to be fine where it is. I'm going to leave it because then, you know. So I've got that candle saved. So I just have these words here. And yeah, I think they're going to go here. So that's going to go, oops, I better put some glue under there, or the leg, the chair leg there, just so it sticks down. Okay. So can I put the words on after I put the frame, or do I need to do that first? Let's audition that. Okay, yeah. See, it's like a blank spot here that I think these are going to fit right here. And I like that it says Cozy lives here, because definitely Cozy lives here, right? So the soup and the bread and this lady all bundled up with her little drink and a candle and a pretty pillow that says home. To me, that's cozy, right? So, well, at least for me, it says that. So I think I'm just going to kind of put that there. All right, so I'm going to leave my frame there for a second, and I'm going to get some glue on here. Like that. Okay. It's really sticky glue. Okay, so hold my frame where I want it, and I'm going to put it right about here. So I'm going to move it a little and put that right there. And I think that will work. Kind of not. I put it too high. Okay. Let's see here. See how you think you know where you put it, but I think that's going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. That sounds good to me. Now we can probably put our frame on. So let me close up my glue stick here. And okay, So now I already inked. Why am I catching the edge here? Sorry. Okay, so I am going to put this on with my wet glue. Actually, I don't know, I think I'm going to use my my fabric tack for that. I think that's what I did last time. I don't remember. I think I did that. All right, so let's get that on because that'll be quicker to put on for me. So I'd love to see if you can post pictures or tag me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. So if you could tag me, I think a couple gals did tag me, and I love to see what you're doing with this. So makes my heart happy. Okay. I'm going to grab this so I don't drop it. Okay, so here we go. I've got my marks, more or less, and then you got a minute to, oh, that's so cute. So cute. Okay, let's see how that is. Get that down there, and where's my, oh, I'm looking for an eraser. No, I don't have it. Do I need to? I have to get one of my kneaded erasers. I forgot to. I just bought myself another one and I forgot to unload it. So get it ready. But I can use this. Okay. There's not much of an eraser here, but I will make it work. Okay. That is super cute. I love it. And then I'm going to take my pen as soon as I find one here. I'm going to put week 2 down here. How did I write? Did I write it all or just WK? I want to try to be consistent. WK. Week. Yeah, just that. Week 2. Just so I know. Oh, I love it. What do you think? I think it's super fun, super cute. So we have 2 weeks done already. Look at that. We have week 1 and week 2. Nice. Well, this is fun. This book is going to be so much fun to look at. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're having fun with it. And next week will be warm drinks. So whatever kind of warm drinks that you enjoy or that you find pictures of, whatever. Just like this lady here, I probably could have used her in warm drinks because she's sitting there with warm drinks. Or you can just use drinks, whatever it means to you, that's what you do, okay? All right, friends, so I'm going to let you go and hope you're enjoying this, and I will see you in the next video, and have a lovely day. Take care now. Bye.